Good morning, EML. My name is Paul. I'm the owner of a fitness and nutrition coaching business based in Ireland, and it's called 100%. Now I know how amazing you guys are at getting money in motion. Now I'm here to help you get your body in motion. So I've got about a 20-25 minute session coming up for you. We've got a little warm up to help get you up and out of your chair. We've got a decent, good focused bulk of exercises which will make up the main part of this time, and then we'll do a little bit of core, a little bit of stretching at the end, and then you'll be all done. I'll come to the main body of work in a little bit more detail as we get closer to it, but first of all, let's get up and let's do a little bit of a warm-up. So our first movement is called a cat-cow. We get down onto our hands and our knees. It's called a box position. From here, we're just rocking the pelvis underneath, back and forth, and it's either going to create a big arch in the spine, or it's going to create a nice big curve in the spine. Once you get to either of those 2 points, I want you just to pause for 1 or 2 seconds, just let the stretch take over, and then you can switch up. And we're just going to rock through that movement for 30 seconds. Alright, so we're in hands and knees, arms are nice and straight, and we're just moving that pelvis, rocking the hips, tucking the pelvis underneath, that's arching, and then let the bum stick out, and we're curving that spine. Make those movements as big as you can. Lovely, a couple more seconds. Lovely, we're done with that one. Next one, you can stay down on your knees, and we are going to do some rotation. So, get a little bit of a better angle for you. So, 2 hands right in front, we're just going to rotate as much as we can, leaving one hand out straight while the other one rotates the chest, the shoulders, follow that movement. Alrighty, so again, we'll come into another 30 seconds of that one. Just take your time, no big rush, just opening up and rotate as far as you can, keeping one arm nice and straight out front. Good, bring it back nice and slowly, there's no big rush through these. Opening up chest and the shoulders. Excellent, lovely, perfect. Our next one is going to be just nice big arm circles, both together. We're going to go 10 backwards, and then we're going to go 10 forwards. All right, again, no big hurry. The slower the better, then we can get as big a circle as we can through these. So we'll just go for 10 forwards, big, as big as you can. We're looking to keep those shoulders moving through as big a range of motion as possible. Excellent. I think I've lost count, but I think that's 6 or 7. We'll call it 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, same thing, just go in the other direction. Yeah, big circles for 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely, excellent. We're sitting a lot in our chairs at our desks. Our hip flexors can get quite tight, so we're going to stretch those out. We're coming into a half kneeling position. One leg is out in front on the foot while we stay on the other knee. From here, the lower half of the body, keeping this heel planted on the floor, is going to go forward. So we're pushing forward through that lower part of the body. Again, this heel is staying on the floor. We're taking the upper body and we're going to try to curve it and move it the opposite direction. Like so. When we get into that one, this leg that is sitting back, we get that stretch right through that hip flexor. Alright, so again, we're just going to go into this. We're going to hold it for about 10 seconds and release it, and we're going to 3 times before we switch sides. Here we go. Bottom half of our body is forward, upper half is then counteracting that and coming back. and release. Excellent. Just a short little rest. Got 2 more of those before you switch sides. Let's go into it again. Again, keeping that front heel planted, don't push too far. So we come up onto the toes, just far enough to keep that heel planted. And relax again. Perfect. And then one last one before we switch sides. Excellent. Let's switch sides. The back leg becomes the front leg, and we leave that. We switch that front leg to the back. Again, little push through the lower body here, and then we reach back with the upper body. Again, just hold for 10. And relax. Again, 2 more. And relax. And our last one. Excellent. So I'm going to explain what our big bit of work is now. We can and may use a chair for this one, and there's a couple of variations where we can make things slightly easier for us by using a chair. So if you have one and it's close by, you can certainly use it. I'll show you a few variations. So we've got 6 movements coming up. Sorry, 5 movements coming up, and we're going to do all 5 all in a row before we get a breather. Okay. So the first one is our squats. And this is just like sitting down and standing up, making sure the heels stay planted at all times. We squat down, again, don't over squat, don't push yourself down any lower than you feel comfortable doing. We don't want our upper body to start to hinge through the hips and come down. Okay, so we want to keep that chest relatively tall. Okay, so whatever depth, that'll vary between everybody, so just come down and we're standing up. If you want to use your chair, that'll give you a little bit of a landing zone. Okay, again, just a couple of inches away from the start of that chair, we'll sit down and stand up. That'll just control your depth a little bit more. But it's all the same movement, heels are staying planted on the floor. So if you want to use a chair for those squats, by all means, you can do that. The next one is our press-ups. There's 3 ways we can do this. I'll start on the hardest way and I'll bring it back 2 stages. Press up into a high plank position, the arms are nice and vertical. The big mistake here is people drop their head down between their hands and their elbows flare out to the side. Okay, we want to avoid that. We want to keep the head well beyond our hands, and we want to take our chest and drop it between the hands. Okay, so the head is well beyond our hands. Our hands are even underneath our chest at this point, and our elbows are tracking more backwards than out to the sides. To make that a little bit easier, set up in your high plank, then drop your knees to the floor, and then we keep that same movement going. And then one more easier, again, we bring in our chair. We set our hands up on the chair, and then we just come down, lowering ourselves towards the chair. Okay? And our third one is a lunge. From a standing position, we drop backwards, we drop the foot back into the split stance, and then we take that back knee and sink straight down, and then we return to that one. Okay, so it's dropping back and returning. We're going to alternate that one, so if we're doing this one, it'll just be alternating the sides. Okay, that's quite tough, certainly for the balance and the core. So again, you can bring your chair in, and if you need to, just grab hold. You can either use both hands, that'll help with your balance, or you can just use one hand, whichever is working best for you. But there's no big difference if you're one hand or 2 hands. That's just taking the core out of it. That's going to allow you to get a nice deep lunge rather than fighting against the core and your balance and then throwing the whole movement out of whack. Cool. Our fourth one is a mountain climber. Very similar position to our press up. We set up in this high plank position, okay? Arms vertical again. One common mistake is that people put the hands way too far out. You can see how my hands are now ahead of my head. I want to peel them back so they're underneath our chest. From here we're going to bring the knees. We're marching, at least a march tempo here. Keeping the knees quite close to the floor. Don't let the hips sink down or rise up as we do that. Want to keep a nice flat back, as if we have a tray of drinks and we're balancing that on our back. We don't want to spill anything. To make this harder, increase your tempo, increase your pace, move that into a sprint. And our very final movement, we're all going to use the chair for this one, is dips. For the triceps, those backs of the arms. Hands just by the side of the chair. We lower ourselves straight down. When we get to this point, you should almost feel the chair against your back. If we go too far away, we're too far from this chair, we're going to get a lot of pulling on the front of our shoulder, which is not nice. Plus the triceps then don't do the work we're trying to get them to do. So, nice, straight down, straight back up, drive into that chair with your hands. If you want to make this harder, take the feet, put them further away from you. Straighten the legs. And then that puts more load through your triceps. Alright, so that's our 5 movements. The way we're going to work it, hope you can see me over there. The way we're going to work it is we're going to work for 20 seconds on every single movement. So 5 in a row at 20 seconds, then we're going to rest for 60 seconds. Then we're going to do all 5 again for a little bit longer this time for 30 seconds. Then we're going to rest again for another minute. Then we're going to reverse that. So we're going to do the same 5 again for 30 seconds, sorry. And then another little rest, finally finishing up back to that 20 seconds of work for all 5. So it'll get a little bit harder, stay hard, and then it'll get a little bit easier by the end. Alright, so do your best. Take any extra rest you need through this one, okay? This is all your pace. I can show you the movements, teach you the movements, but intensity is the main issue here. So I'd like you to try and push as much as you can, get as many of reps through the exercises as you can. But if you need to rest, just do that. Don't worry, it's your first one. We're all at different levels, but just enjoy the process and try to push yourself as much as you can, and hopefully by the end of it, we'll all be sweaty messes anyway. Alright, I'm just going to set up a little timer and I'll count us in. You may hear beeps, you may not. I'll shout just while we're changing and I'll remind you what movement is going to be coming next. But our first one is those squats. Again, use the chairs if you need to. Alrighty, we've got 5 seconds. We're into our squats, get as many as you can. These are all 20 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squatting down. Again, keeping those heels on the floor at all times. We're driving through those heels, pushing ourselves back up. Again, keeping that core strong. As you push away from the floor, you should hopefully feel that core tightening up. Excellent. We're into push-ups. Again, knees, you can use the chair, or you can go full press ups. Excellent, we're into lunges. Again, dropping back. You can use the chair if you need to hold on to something. You can bring that chair in. Try to get the back knee down as low to the floor as you can. Next one up for mountain climbers. Here we go. Nice high plank. Drive those knees forward. Excellent. As fast as you can. Keep the back flat and straight. Keep the knees close to the floor. Dips are next. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Again, the further the feet are from you, the harder this is. See if you can get them all the way out through this first round. Again, back, close to the chair. And relaxing. Excellent. Lovely. That's your first round. Done. Not too bad, was it? Gonna get a little bit harder. We're going to increase that time to 30 seconds for each exercise. But we've got a nice rest. Grab some water. We've got about 40 seconds to go. I'm just going to reset our timer, change it up to 30 seconds. And then we'll be going again. All right, what have we got? For another 20 seconds. So just a reminder, we've got squats, then we've got push-ups, then we've got lunges, then we've got mountain climbers, then we've got dips to finish. 30 seconds of work through each of these. Let's go in 10. Excellent work, keep that up, keep that intensity. We've started good. It's always easier to slow down, harder than try to build up. Here we go, squats for 30 seconds. Again, our goal is just to try to get as many squats in this 30 seconds as we can. Down, driving up. Again, keeping that upper body quite still. We don't want it to be bending forward. We want to be hinging through the knees. 5 seconds, now we're into push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, down we go. Press ups. Here we go. Excellent stuff. 3, 2, 1. Into the rear lunges. And dropping that back knee as low as you can. And remember, if you need the chair, bring that in. Just give that a little bit of balance and that really allow you to get low and drive up through that foot, that leading foot. Excellent, 5 seconds. We're into mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, again, nice high plank. Keep those arms straight. At least a walking march pace. Keep those legs, or sorry, those knees skimming, almost skimming the floor. Push the tempo if we can. 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff, final one. Dips. Again, just as low as you can comfortably go. Don't need to go all the way. You can get that nice 90-degree angle through the elbow. That's perfect. Ah, good, push through the hands, good. Push yourself up, hard, fast. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great work, excellent. Take another breather, another minute. And we've got all that again. Again, we're going to work for 30 seconds through that one. Catch the breath, control the breathing. Nice deep breaths into the nose. Focus on controlling the breathing, getting that heart rate going down. Ooh. Excellent. Grab water again. Don't forget, always keep hydrated. I'm going to set my timer up again for this next round. Excellent, got about 30 seconds to go. Grab a towel from you. Wipe off the sweat. Okay, we'll get ready. About 15 seconds. I'll count you in from 10. bit in the deeps. Alright, squats. Again. If you want to make this harder, if it's been easy so far, you can change it into squat jumps. Alright, here we go. 30 seconds. Either squat jumps, normal squats, or again, little box squats we call these, but sitting to the chair and back up again. Again, the squat jumps are the most intense, hardest movement out of those three. So pick whichever one is going to push you to a comfortable level. 3, 2, 1, press ups. Again, knees, toes. Or don't forget about this chair. We're on the chair. It's coming down. Elbows staying quite close to the body if we're off the chair. Again, just pick the one that suits you the best. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Good. Lunges. Again, big important thing here is balance, yes. But also getting that back knee to the floor, or as close to the floor as you can. Hard one, pushing off one foot, one leg. Letting one leg do all the work, so it's always tough. Three seconds. Into mountain climbers, 2, 1. Excellent, good. Really pick up the pace. Push that sprint. Push that run. Position. Driving off the toes. Driving the knees up towards the hands. Good. Excellent. Keep up that tempo. 10 seconds. Now we're in the dips.
Don't stop.
Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. And dips to finish. Again, see how far you can get those feet from you. And again, get as many dips as you can. If you need to pause up here. Try not to rest completely. Keep some tension in the body. 10 seconds. Excellent. 5, 3, 2, 1. I'm done. Excellent. One round to go. Brilliant. And it's even shorter. It's 20 seconds. It's getting easier. As we're getting tired, it's getting easier. Oh. Again, don't forget your water. Last round of these 5. Well done. I'll just change the timer. I'll be back with you in a second. Big deep breaths. Try to control the breathing in through the nose. Nice long controlled breaths out through the mouth. Think about your heart rate. Lowering it down, relaxing, recovering. About 15 seconds. Final 5, 20 seconds each. And then we're nearly there. 10 seconds. Again, squat jumps if you want to push the intensity. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squatting down, again jumps if you wish, drive up, get those feet up off the floor. If you want to try the jumps, you can do one every 5, or every other one is a squat jump. That's good to push. Here we go, press ups, last 20 on the press ups. Chest coming to between the hands. If you're doing a full press up and you're only moving a couple of inches, better to drop to the knees and get all that range of motion through that chest. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, rear lunges. Excellent work, good, really big push. Push through that high heart rate. How long can you work when the heart rate is up? 3, 2, 1. Wind the climbers, good. Push from the start. Push the tempo. Fast knees. It's like we're sprinting. Keeping strong through the arms, through the chest. 3, 2, 1. Dips. Final one. Last out. As many as you can. Remember, keep the back close to the chair. 10 seconds. Excellent. Push. Up. Hard. Good. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Excellent. Well done, everybody. That was tough. Excellent. Wipe the sweat off.
Don't stop.
Have a little. Have a seat. Have a drink. Definitely get a drink if you're sweating like me. Fantastic effort, everybody. We've just got a little bit of core focus to do. I'm not saying these moves are simple, but they're quite straightforward, quite easy to learn and get into positions. And they're all planks. We've got low plank, then we're going into a side plank, then we're going into a high plank, which we were in just for that mountain climber position anyway, so we hopefully know that now. And then we've got the other side plank to do it, all right? These are all 30 seconds, we're just gonna hold them, get in our position, hold them for 30 seconds. And there's 4 of them, and then we're into our cool down. So, really push, sometimes these can hurt, really push, fight against yourself, hold the position. If you feel like dropping before the time, that's where you want to be determined. And really push, hold, fight to hold your position. Our low plank, we're on the elbows and toes. The arm, the upper arm between the elbow and the shoulder is vertical. The lower arm is parallel against the floor. Alright, so 30 seconds. Again, here we go, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, again, we don't want the hips too high and we don't want them low. We want, again, a flat tabletop back. Rest the glasses on top, don't spill.
Stop.
Control the breathing, relax as much as you can in this one. Keeping your flat top, feeling that core, those abdominals, your stomach is tight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Brilliant. 3 to go. Side plank. A couple of ways we can make this, well, one way we can make it easier. So I'll show you the normal way, the harder way. Our feet are stacked on top of each other. Our body is nice and straight. And again, we're on this single elbow. Upper arm between the shoulder and the elbow, again, is vertical. From here, we push the hips up, create all this space underneath you and the floor. Alright, to make that a little bit easier, you can unstack the feet. The wider the legs go, the more base you've got, that makes it a little bit easier. This is hard though. Keep those hips as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, up and hold. Keep those hips as high as you can. This arm, it can do anything. If you're really struggling for balance, it can just touch the floor and help you from moving. If it doesn't need to do that, you can pretty much go anywhere you want, on your stomach, on your chest, on your side if you really want it there. Good, last 15 seconds. Excellent, big push, don't let that hip drop, drive it up. Nice and high, as high as you can keep it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Well done. Big fight through that one. It's a toughie. got our high plank now. Again, vertical arms, just as we would set up in a press up or in that mountain climber position. Same things apply. Don't put the hips too high. And don't be too low, we're not sinking the hips down. Want to get this nice flat back. Okay, 30 seconds, we're nearly there. 2 more to go. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, nice and static, nice and still. Hold that plank. Do 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, excellent. Last one, our other side plank, so go the other way. Again, stack the feet, keep the body straight before we lift. If you want to make the side easier, widen your foot stance. Nice and wide, and you're still on that same position. Here we go, final 30, excellent work, finish strong. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. We're holding. Final 30 seconds. Straight body, hip high. This arm is nice and vertical. Halfway already. Excellent work. Again, if you feel like you're rotating, just use this hand to stabilize. Just fingertips is plenty. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Very nice. Very nice. I'll give you 30 seconds just to relax. Lie down if you need to. Grab a drink. Grab a towel like I am. Oh my goodness. I think it's just really warm in here. So we've got 3 movements. We actually did these through our warm up, so again, hopefully they'll be more familiar. A couple of stretches. Again, handy stretches. These 3 are really good if you're at a desk for most of the day. There are certain areas that do get quite tight, so remember these 3. We'll do them pretty often, I'd say, but remember these 3, and if you ever feel like you need to do a stretch, you can just go into these. They're quite quick, they're quite simple. First one is called the cat-cow. Again, that one is our box position, hands and knees, and we rock the pelvis, tilting the pelvis back and forward, creating that arch and curve, arch and curve. Again, particularly good this one after core. Our lower back does a lot of work as our front abdominals are doing a lot of the work in core movements like planking. So this is nice to stretch it out, give it a bit of work to do. Good, couple more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Again, hip flexors. We get tight sitting all day. This is always a nice one. Again, lower body goes forward. Keep that heel down. And then we stretch back. We're going to hold this for just a little bit longer than normal than we did at the start. So really, this is our stretch is here as the leg goes back in that sort of groin, hip flexor area. Again, lower body forward, upper body coming back, opening up that hip area. Holding that for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And switch. Lower body forward, upper body going back. Oh, good. Hopefully the breathing's back to normal now. Hopefully the heart rate's down again. Starting to relax. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the last one are those shoulder and back openers. A little bit slower this time. Obviously at the start, we were looking to get quite a, well, not pacey, but speedy enough twist. It's just a little bit slower. We're going to do 5 on each side, just slowly rotating, trying to turn as far as you can. Okay, so it's nice and slow. Rotate those shoulders, rotate that chest. Try to get the chest 90 degrees from this front arm. See if we can twist. If we have a wall in front of us, try to push and rotate the chest to face the other wall. Last one on this side. Excellent. And final 5, other way. Final 2. And relax. Excellent. Well done. Super work by everybody. And that is that done with. If you have any questions, you can certainly email me if you'd like to. It's paul@100%.ie. Hopefully when I get to editing this, it'll appear somewhere, maybe here. Any questions about what we've just done this morning, you can certainly just throw me an email and I'll get back to you. Also, I will start creating little challenges for all your teams to get together and do. If you're in certain departments and teams, you can come together and do a challenge. My first challenge for you all is going to be how many squats you can do inside 30 seconds. Okay, you can use the chair. That's a good sort of measurement for everyone to keep at so we're all doing the same level of squat. How many can you do in your team? Add them all up and come with your team's total and see who's the winner this week. I was thinking we could do a little hashtag. It's EML Quarantine. Again, that might flash up somewhere, but EML Quarantine. And then we can, if you're posting on social media, you can use that hashtag and then everyone can sort of see what you're up to. And we can check in and see how you're all getting on. Anyway, I think that's long enough. Back to work, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Cool down, drink some water, and enjoy some food very soon whenever you get a little bit hungrier after we've cooled. All right, excellent work. Thank you very much. See you all soon.